Movies like Promised Land and Hyde Park and the Hudson. Both are in theaters today, and Valissa Smith is here to share her thoughts on the films. By the way, Happy New Year to you.
Oh, and you as well.
Yeah. So let's start off with which one? You want to go
Promised Land, I believe, is the one we want to start with, and that is the one that has an environmental bent to it.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool because John Krasinski and Matt Damon, they not only both act in this film, but they both wrote this film together.
Did they take a stance in this movie?
Yeah.
About fracking.
Yeah. I mean, you get the sense in this film. I mean, there's definitely some politically charged event here, and I actually can't help but think of Kansas City and our energy companies and all the trauma we've had over the last several years. A lot of people around here will enjoy and appreciate what this film is about. So, I don't really feel like it's throwing the environmental issues down our throats, but by golly, this is our only planet, so let's take care of it, okay? But at the same time, I love natural gas. Don't you? Lighting a fire, keeping your house warm. So it's those two sides that come together and battle this out, if you will, in a small town in Iowa.
Yeah, and some have said that it can be preachy at times.
It can be a little bit, but come on. It is, it's not going to be a huge Oscar contender. I mean, you've got a couple of great actors, some terrific. I mean, Frances McDormand is also in this. There's some terrific actors in it, and so I think it's one of those where it's for your pleasure. Go enjoy it. It'll provide some great fodder when it's all over. Go have a cup of coffee and chew it over that.
It's always nice to see that the small guys win. The small community.
Well, what makes you think the small guy's going to win?
I'm not saying that, but it's always nice if that's the case.
Well, we'll find out. You got to go to this one to see. So here are my ratings on this one if you want to take a look at that. Aruga 0. It's a rated R film, though, so keep that in mind. So don't just think, oh, I like my 12-year-old is so into the environment, I'll take her. No, don't do that. It's rated R. Fidget factor 0. It's only about an hour and a half. Age range, high school and up. I give it a B-. I think that, because of some of the issues in regards to the film, it's not exactly one of my favorites, but it's a pretty okay film. If you have seen all the other good ones that are going to be Oscar contenders, then go take a look at this.
All right, let's go to the next film.
Hyde Park on the Hudson. And it's kind of unfortunate that this has come out so close to Lincoln because Lincoln is so phenomenal. Phenomenal. But it is about FDR, and it's about a really significant moment in history. In fact, it's part history lesson, this film, and part just plain old sex affair. You're like, what? I mean, here's the real question. How many presidents in this country have kept it in their pants during their term is what I'd like to know. But anyway, I digress, okay? But this is FDR, and this is about this affair that he apparently had with a distant cousin, which is slightly creepy.
Right? Or like,
but I'm sorry, call it cousin. It's a little bit creepy to me. So, but it's a very important weekend because this is when, as you see here in this clip, that the King and Queen of England arrive in the United States for the very first time in history. This is right around when all these major global decisions are being made in regards to Germany in World War II. So it's really kind of fun in that regard because you're like, oh yeah, good history lesson. And then, of course, watching these two actors playing the King and Queen is just really kind of fun because they provide that, that delightful, quirky, stiff English humor that they don't mean to provide, but they do provide. And they all pull it off quite nicely. Bill Murray was really pretty good.
He's a good actor.
Laura Linney, anything she does. I love that woman. And here are my ratings for this one as well. Aruga 0, fidget factor the same. It's about an hour. It's a little more like hour 45 on this one. High school and up, and I give it a B. So I think if you, get a kick out of FDR, if for some reason you think presidents having affairs are a fun thing to watch, then here you go. Here's a movie for you. It's like, what?
So many of them have,
I like Eleanor, and she's in it too. And,
okay, well. There
and
you
those rumors about her, I don't think are true. So anyway, I like her.
Thank you, Valissa. Have a good weekend, by the way. All right.